talk about CoQ10, which is one of my favorite things to use for high blood pressure. There are several natural other things you can do for high blood pressure, but this is just the one I'm going to address today. And what I tend to use it for is when someone is borderline. Someone is right at 140/90. We're trying to decide, do you need to start a medication or not? They're usually already eating pretty well, working on their diet, making sure their weight is good. You know, you want to eat that Mediterranean diet with lots of fruits and vegetables because all those antioxidants are going to help your arteries be more flexible, which is ultimately the problem in high blood pressure. Your arteries get stiff and then your heart has to pump extra hard, and that's what makes it bad for you. But so what I'll often do is say, well, let's take a month. Let's do 100 milligrams of CoQ10 every day, come back in a month and we'll recheck you. And it's not a huge effect, it's just 5 or 10. In blood pressure we use milligrams of mercury, but it's just that 5 or 10 number on the top and the bottom, but it can be just enough to get you down to 130/80, which is still not exactly where we want it to be, but it's much healthier than 140/90. So CoQ10, it's the full name is coenzyme Q10. Again, not necessarily recommending a particular product, but this is just what I have at my house. The pills are almost always this very bright orange color. Sometimes you see it as ubiquinone or ubiquinol. Some people feel very strongly that one kind versus another is much more effective. I have not suggested any particular brand or type to my patients, just 100 milligrams, and I've had really excellent results. The studies that have been done on CoQ10 for blood pressure were actually done at 200 and 300 milligrams. So if 100 isn't working, you could certainly bump it up, and it is very safe. You can go up to 600 milligrams. There's really no known toxic dose of CoQ10. It might upset your stomach a little bit, but that's about it. Studies have also been done to show it's really good for heart failure. In general, it's good for muscles, so it's really good for the heart muscle. If you're on a statin medication, that depletes your CoQ10, so it's good to take CoQ10 with a statin medication. But I would just keep it simple. It's pretty expensive, even if you get a cheap one. So that's why I say just start with 100 milligrams and see how that works for you.